Today, we're diving into something that might just make you rethink your next meal. You ever wonder what's really in some of your favorite foods? Well, get ready to be shocked, because today we're uncovering 20 foods you'll probably never want to eat again after hearing their dirty little secrets. Some of these might surprise you, and others, well, let's just say you'll be glad you found out. So, stick around. You won't want to miss this. Number 20. Surprising truth about ketchup. Ketchup seems harmless, right? We all love drizzling it on burgers, hot dogs, fries, and even steaks. It's a staple in many homes, but here's a shocker. While a little ketchup here and there won't hurt you, there's a hidden side to this tasty condiment. Sure, it's labeled as a tomato-based sauce, but don't be fooled. Ketchup is loaded with sugar, salt, and high fructose corn syrup. Overindulging in these ingredients can contribute to obesity, insulin resistance, and even fatty liver disease. That little squeeze of ketchup can pack more sugar than you realize, leading to issues like high blood pressure and mineral imbalances. And trust me, this isn't just a scare tactic. There's real science behind it. So next time you're about to drown your fries in ketchup, think twice. A little is fine, but too much could lead to problems like joint pain, heart disease, and more. Remember, moderation is key. Number 19. What you know about Red Bull. Red Bull gives you wings, or at least that's the famous claim. But let's be honest, I've never seen anyone take flight after guzzling a can. Despite the catchy slogan, Red Bull has been a go-to energy drink for years, especially in a world where people constantly chase productivity. But did you hear the crazy rumor that almost ruined Red Bull's reputation? It was once said that Red Bull contains bull sperm. The controversy revolved around taurine, a key ingredient in Red Bull that helps reduce stress, improve endurance, and lower cortisol levels. While taurine can be derived from bull sperm, that's not where Red Bull gets it from. The company had to publicly shut down the rumor, which was actually started by a competitor. So no, there's no bull sperm in Red Bull. And despite the bizarre myth, it's still a popular pick for those in need of a quick energy boost. Number 18. The shocking reality of French fries. Ah, French fries. Who could resist those golden, crispy strips of joy? You probably saw this one coming, but French fries definitely deserve a spot on the list of unhealthy foods. They're delicious, no doubt, but they come with a hefty price for your health. In fact, research suggests that eating fries twice a week could actually lead to an early death. It sounds extreme, but it's true. Piling on the salt, ketchup, and other toppings only makes things worse. So why do we keep indulging in something that's essentially a ticking time bomb for our health? The answer is simple. We love the taste, and the convenience of fast food chains like McDonald's and Burger King makes it easy to give in. Even though we know fries are contributing to weight gain, heart disease, and other health problems, we just can't seem to stop. It's a classic case of supersize me, but at what cost? Number 17. The burger, a delicious love affair. Burgers are, quite frankly, one of the most beautiful creations, especially in places like the US, where they are practically worshipped. People flock to restaurants for them, and some even make an art of crafting their perfect burger at home. From the type of meat, to the bun, the toppings, and even the sauce, burgers can be customized in infinite ways. But here's the catch. While burgers are undeniably delicious, they aren't the healthiest thing on the menu. On average, a single burger packs about 1,000 calories. That's half of the recommended daily intake for an adult in just one meal. Sure, some people argue there are healthy elements, lettuce, tomatoes, or maybe even a whole grain bun. But the reality is, with all the condiments and that big juicy patty, the health benefits are often overshadowed by the rest. And don't even get me started on the risks of fast food like E. coli or that mysterious pink slime. So enjoy that burger, but remember, moderation is key. Number 16. Casu marzu, the cheese that will make you gag. Brace yourself. This next one is not for the faint of heart. We're headed to Italy, but instead of pizza or pasta, we're diving into something a little unsettling. Meet casu marzu, or as it's more famously and disturbingly known, maggot cheese. Yes, you read that right. This special cheese owes its creamy texture to the digestive process of thousands of live maggots. Here's how it works. Flies lay their eggs in the cracks of the cheese, and as the maggots hatch, they burrow through it, digesting proteins and creating a soft, spreadable texture. If you think that sounds horrifying, you're not alone. And yes, if you eat casu marzu, you're eating the maggots too. Due to health concerns, casu marzu is actually banned outside of Italy, and it even holds the title of most dangerous cheese in the world, according to the Guinness World Records. So, if you ever come across it, you might want to think twice before digging in. Number 15. Kopi Luak beans, the coffee with a surprising journey. Coffee lovers, I'm talking to you. How far would you go for the finest cup of coffee? Well, for those who crave the most expensive brew in the world, the journey starts in the digestive tract of a cat. Yes, you heard that right. The famous Kopi Luwak coffee beans get their unique flavor only after being eaten and passed by a civet cat in Southeast Asia. These little cats munch on coffee cherries, but since they can't digest the beans, they come out whole on the other side. Once the beans are cleaned, and I mean thoroughly cleaned, they're roasted and brewed into coffee. Sounds appetizing, right? Surprisingly, there are no known side effects from this process, and it doesn't impact the flavor in any gross way. Still, knowing that your morning cup went through a cat might make you hesitate before taking that first sip. Number 14. Panda Dung green tea. A drink you won't forget. Thought your tea was safe from strange ingredients? Think again. Not only am I about to shake your view on tea, but I might also ruin your cute, cuddly panda image. Believe it or not, there's a type of tea made using panda dung. Yes, you heard that right. Pandas mostly eat bamboo, but they only digest about 30% of its nutrients, so their droppings are packed with vitamins and minerals. Enterprising farmers use this special impact, yes, that's what they call it, as fertilizer to make tea. Grossed out yet? Here's the kicker. This green tea is said to help prevent cancer and improve health in significant ways. So would you dare drink something that's both healthy and fertilized with panda poo? The choice is yours. Number 13. Diet soda. The healthy soda that isn't. Diet soda might sound like a healthier alternative with its 0 calories, but don't let that fool you. Many swear by it as the better option, and even dentists sometimes suggest it for protecting teeth. But just because it's diet doesn't mean it's harmless. Diet sodas contain artificial sweeteners that may actually trigger your body to store fat, leading to unexpected weight gain despite the lack of calories. And that's not all. Diet soda has been linked to metabolic issues that can pile on the pounds over time. So while I'm not telling you to quit soda altogether, limiting it to 1 can a day could make a big difference in your health. Number 12. Pretzels, the sneaky snack that's not so innocent. Pretzels might seem like a harmless snack, especially those soft, doughy ones that feel like they belong in the bread category. But here's the twist. They're not as healthy as they seem. Many people believe pretzels are fat-free, but they're actually refined carbs with little nutritional value. They have no fiber, no protein, and certainly no healthy fats to keep you feeling full or provide any real benefits. Plus, the salted varieties only add to the problem, and some go even further by dipping them in cheese. Sure, they might be healthier than a bag of chips, but the margin isn't as wide as you might think. Number 11. Vanilla flavoring. The sweet secret you never wanted to know. Next time you reach for that little bottle of vanilla extract, pause for a moment. Do you know where it really comes from? If you're imagining vanilla beans, you're in for a shock. Some vanilla flavoring contains castoreum, a substance secreted from a beaver's castor gland, which is located, you guessed it, very close to its anal gland. Yup, it's beaver butt goo. Beavers use it to mark their territory, but it has a surprisingly pleasant smell, which is why it's been used as a natural flavoring for nearly a century. And guess what? The FDA considers it safe, so they don't have to tell you if it's in your food. The good news? It's tough to harvest, so it's unlikely you'll find it in most of your vanilla products. But there's always that small chance. Number 10. Gluten-free foods. You might think that going gluten-free automatically means you're making a healthier choice, right? Well, not quite. While it's true that many people need to avoid gluten due to intolerances or celiac disease, the idea that gluten-free food is inherently healthier is a big misconception. Just because something doesn't have gluten doesn't mean it's good for you. One doctor put it bluntly, gluten-free cookies and cakes are still cookies and cakes. Often, when manufacturers remove wheat, they replace it with low-nutrient flours like rice or tapioca, and they might even add extra sugar or fat to improve the taste. So while you're avoiding gluten, you could still be consuming a high-calorie, not-so-healthy product that's usually more expensive. The lesson here? Less of something in your meal doesn't make the rest magically healthy. Number 9. Coconut oil. Coconut oil, it's everywhere these days, right? From smoothies to roasted veggies, it seems like a health miracle. But hold up, just because it comes from coconuts, a naturally healthy food, doesn't mean the oil is automatically good for you. Coconut oil is still a saturated fat, and you shouldn't consume more than 2 tablespoons a day. Yes, it can be a better alternative to other fats, but like with everything, it's about balance. Too much of anything, even the seemingly healthy stuff, can have consequences. So enjoy your coconut oil, but remember, moderation is key. Number 8. Canned vegetables. Here's one that might surprise you. Those cans of veggies sitting on your pantry shelves aren't as healthy as you might think. Sure, they seem convenient, but canned vegetables are often packed with sodium and have had a lot of their natural fiber stripped away. Some even contain added preservatives, flavorings, or sugar, things you might not expect from vegetables. And let's be honest, how often do you read the ingredients on those cans? If fresh veggies seem like too much hassle, frozen vegetables are a great alternative. They retain their nutrients without the unwanted extras. So next time you're reaching for that can, think twice. Fresh or frozen might be the better bet. Number 7. Pringles. Pringles. Once you pop, the fun doesn't stop. But maybe it should. You might be shocked to learn that Pringles aren't even made from real potatoes. Instead, they're a blend of various products like corn and artificial flavorings, mixed together and fried to get that signature crunch. And if that wasn't enough, they contain a compound called acrylamide, which has been linked to potential health risks. So while those endless flavors are tempting, maybe stop after a few chips next time. Number 6. Canned mushrooms. What else is in that can? Imagine this. You're ready to cook a delicious meal, and you reach for a can of mushrooms. Seems simple, right? Well, hold up. If you have a choice between fresh and canned mushrooms, always go fresh, and here's why. You might not just be getting mushrooms in that can. No joke. One of the risks with canned foods, especially from farms, is that the process isn't always perfectly clean. Sometimes tiny critters like worms or maggots sneak into the can. Gross, right? Even worse, as long as they're in acceptable amounts, the FDA won't even bat an eye. So next time you open a can of mushrooms, are you sure you aren't also opening a can of worms? Number 5. Skittles. Taste the rainbow. Of bugs, here's a shocker. Skittles, those colorful little candies you've probably devoured by the handful, come with some hidden surprises. You might think, it's candy. How bad could it be? Well, brace yourself. That vibrant red color in your Skittles, it comes from a dye made from crushed insects. Yep, bug parts. But that's not all. Many candies, including Skittles and Starburst, contain titanium dioxide, a chemical that European regulators now consider unsafe for humans. However, the US FDA still allows it. So, while Skittles may look fun and harmless, maybe it's time to enjoy them in moderation. After all, a little less rainbow might be better for you. Number 4. Marshmallows. Sweet, fluffy, and full of meat. Picture this. You're by the campfire, ready to roast some marshmallows for perfect s'mores. Sounds cozy, right? But here's something you might not know about those fluffy treats. They're made with gelatin, which comes from boiled skin and bones of cows and pigs. Yup, there's meat in your marshmallow. It's hidden so well in the texture and sweetness, you'd never guess. Plus, let's not forget, marshmallows aren't exactly a health food either. So next time you're roasting one, remember, it's not just sugar you're indulging in. Number 3. Microwave popcorn. Cancer in a bag? We all know that microwave popcorn isn't a health food, but the reality might be worse than you think. You've probably heard whispers about popcorn causing cancer, and while the popcorn itself isn't to blame, it's the bag that's the problem. Microwave popcorn bags are lined with PFCS, chemicals designed to keep grease from soaking through. But once heated, these chemicals break down into PFOAs, which are suspected to cause cancer. And yes, these chemicals end up in your popcorn, which means they end up in you. So, maybe rethink that movie night snack? Number 2. Hot dogs. More than just a quick bite. Who doesn't love a hot dog at a barbecue or baseball game? But did you know that hot dogs are one of the unhealthiest foods you can eat? Here's a fun fact. Up to 80% of a regular hot dog's calories come from fat, most of which is the unhealthy saturated kind. Hot dogs have even been linked to heart disease and cancer. And let's not forget all the extras you pile on, which make the meal even worse for your health. We know it's hard to resist, but next time you reach for a hot dog, just take a second to think about what you're really eating. Number 1. Ice cream. A chilling secret. We're at the end of the list, so who's ready for dessert? Ice cream seems like an easy pick, right? It's the classic treat, though we all know indulging too much isn't the healthiest choice. But here's a twist. I'm not calling it out for being unhealthy. Nope, there's something else hidden in your ice cream that might surprise you. Let's talk about the 2 kinds of ice cream you can grab, store-bought and homemade. If you took a scoop of each right now, you'd notice something interesting. The store-bought version is ready to eat immediately, but homemade, you'll have to wait a bit for it to soften. So, what's the secret behind the store brands being so spoon-ready? Brace yourself. They put antifreeze in it. Yep, you read that right. It's added to keep the ice cream from freezing solid, so you can dig in straight away. And the Food and Drug Administration? They're aware, but since it's deemed safe, they don't need to put it on the label. So, enjoy your next scoop of antifreeze-infused ice cream. Delicious, right? That wraps up our journey into the world of food and its hidden ingredients. Are you seeing your favorite treats in a whole new light now? Which one of these didn't bother you because, well, it's just too good to care about the process? And do you think there are other foods with secrets we should add to the list? Let me know in the comments. Check out more cool stuff on the screen, and I'll catch you next time.